It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Colts and the Browns, and it comes your way next.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cleveland Browns. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll try the left side. It's Hines. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jordan Elliott, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
It doesn't take a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got it, complete to Fowler. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The numbers in last week's game for Hooper: 7 catches, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Mike 14. No, run. 14's the mic. 14's the mic. I'm coming for you.
Here's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Sellers. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. This is Hines. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Mayfield's throw into the hands of Hooper. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 31, Mayfield. This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets